Chapter 9. Tips for preparing main points and supporting materials. Main points are important in a speech because it provides the audience with the main ideas of your speech along with the organization of your speech. Lucas states that main points should be selected carefully, phrased precisely, and arranged strategically. There should not be too many main points because the audience will lose track of these points, which will cause them to lose focus as well. Supporting materials are needed with the main points to give evidence to these points. Lucas says that listeners need supporting materials to accept what a speaker says. Supporting materials need to be organized and they need to connect with the main points. Chapter 10. Elements of a good introduction. An introduction gives the audience a first impression of you as a speaker. It could be considered one of the most important parts of a speech because if you do not gain the attention and interest of the audience in the beginning of the speech, then they will probably just block out what you're going to say for the remainder of the time. Lucas explains that getting the attention and interest of the audience, revealing the topic, establishing credibility and goodwill, and previewing the body of the speech are 4 objectives to an introduction. Relating the topic to the audience, telling a story, or questioning the audience are a few ways that you can gain the audience's attention and interest in the introduction of your speech. When revealing the topic of your speech in the introduction, it needs to be clear and concise. That way the audience knows that that is your topic of the speech. They do not need to be confused whatsoever about your topic. Lucas states that credibility can come from reading, classes, interviews, or even friends. When you preview the body of the speech in your introduction, it needs to provide the main points of the speech in order of which you're going to talk about. This lets the audience get an idea of what you're going to be talking about in your speech along with organization. That way they can stay focused and they won't lose track of what you're going to talk about. Chapter 13. The speaker's body. A speaker's body gives off an impression to the audience that has nothing to do with what is actually being said in the speech. According to Lucas, posture, facial expression, gestures, and eye contact all affect the way listeners respond to a speaker. Your personal appearance, movement, gestures, and eye contact are all physical actions that are significant in giving a speech. Personal experience varies from every speaker and every speech, and your personal appearance needs to match the occasion. So if you are giving a formal speech, then you need to dress formally, and if you're giving a more laid-back, casual speech, you can dress more casual. So your movement during the speech can give off a comfortable or nervous vibe, and the audience is going to pick up on that. So if you are nervous about your speech, they might feel like that you don't really know what you're talking about. But if you are comfortable and confident, then they're going to know that you are educated in the topic that you're talking about. So that will make the audience feel better about the topic of your speech and of you as a speaker. Lucas claims as important as how you act during the speech is what you do just before you begin and after you finish. So if you go up to the podium really nervous or your notes are scattered or whatever, then they're going to know that you're unprepared and you're unorganized, and that could lead them to think that you are uneducated in the topic of your speech. Lucas claims that gestures should be natural and only used to reinforce ideas, and they should not be distracting. Because if you do something crazy and it distracts the audience, then they'll probably not even hear a main point that you just made. Eye contact with the audience makes them feel comfortable and personal with you as a speaker. Make sure that you do not ignore parts of your audience while making eye contact with them, because the audience will notice that. And if you're ignoring one part of the room, that part of the room might not even listen to your speech because they're feeling ignored by you.